Born in troubled times, the birth of RAW. The year is 1968. India is going through a time where change is the only constant. The echoes of the 1962 war with China are still felt. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi declares a state of emergency in the country. It is during this time that the Research and Analysis Wing, or RAW, is born. The decision to create a dedicated foreign intelligence agency had become a necessity. The intelligence system, in place since the British era, was proving to be insufficient. RAW laid the foundation for a proactive security system focused on the outside world. RAW was tasked with gathering foreign intelligence and protecting India's interests. From thugs to spies, a historical metamorphosis. RAW's roots can be traced back to the British Raj. The Intelligence Bureau, IB, originated from the Thuggee and Dacoity Department, established by the British in 1830. Created to eliminate the notorious Thuggee cult, this department represented the early stages of organized intelligence gathering in India. The Thuggee and Dacoity Department was transformed into the Criminal Intelligence Department, CID, in 1878. The CID focused on a variety of criminal activities, including political dissent. With World War I, the need for a dedicated intelligence agency became paramount. The CID was restructured in 1920 and renamed the Central Intelligence Bureau, CIB. The legacy of these colonial-era institutions heavily influenced India's intelligence services after independence. Changing faces of identity, the many names of India's intelligence. RAW's path to creation went through many changes and name changes. One of RAW's early predecessors was the Central Special Bureau, CSB, established in 1947 under the leadership of Sanjeevi Pillai. CSB was tasked with handling sensitive intelligence matters, especially those related to Pakistan. However, this new agency had a very short lifespan and was merged with the Intelligence Bureau within a year. After the 1962 Indo-China War, the need for a dedicated foreign intelligence agency became even more apparent. The Intelligence Bureau established the Central Counterintelligence Division, CCID, headed by Rameshwar Nath Kao. The CCID laid the groundwork for what would eventually become RAW. Guardians at the top, the National Security Council and RAW's place. Established in 1968, RAW operates under the Prime Minister's Office, PMO. This direct line of reporting highlights the importance given to RAW's work. While RAW's day-to-day operations are overseen by the Secretary, Research, the agency is ultimately accountable to the Prime Minister. RAW's position within the national security framework is defined by its relationship with the National Security Council, NSC. Established in 1998, the NSC serves as the apex body for strategic policymaking and crisis management. It is chaired by the National Security Advisor, NSA, who advises the Prime Minister on national security. The NSC has a three-tiered structure: the Strategic Policy Group, the National Security Advisory Board, and the Joint Intelligence Committee. RAW plays a crucial role in providing the NSC with timely and accurate intelligence assessments. The agency's insights are essential for formulating effective national security policies and strategies. Silent Guardians: risks and realities of life in the shadows. The life of a RAW agent is one of secrecy, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication. These individuals operate in the shadows, their true identities often unknown even to their families. They constantly face danger, venturing into hostile territories and engaging in high-risk missions. Unlike their counterparts in the armed forces, RAW agents do not receive public recognition for their service. Their successes are celebrated in secret, their sacrifices often unseen, even by the citizens they protect. Despite the risks and lack of public recognition, RAW agents are driven by a deep sense of patriotism. They understand that their work, though often unseen, is vital to the nation's well-being. Training for RAW agents is incredibly demanding, preparing them for the physical and mental challenges of their profession. Behind the veil, unveiling RAW's covert operations. RAW is India's invisible wall, a testament to its covert operations. While the agency's primary function is intelligence gathering, it also plays a crucial role in covert operations. Covert operations are designed to influence events in foreign countries without leaving any trace of India's involvement. These operations can range from supporting pro-India political groups to disrupting terrorist networks. RAW agents involved in such missions operate with complete secrecy, often assuming false identities. The success of RAW's covert operations can be attributed to its rigorous selection process, specialized training programs, and the dedication of its agents. The Bangladesh Liberation War, a Crucible of Fire. The 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War stands as a testament to RAW's operational capabilities. Faced with a humanitarian crisis and a direct threat to India's security, RAW played a pivotal role in supporting the Bangladeshi struggle for independence. RAW agents were actively involved in training and arming the Mukti Bahini guerrillas. These agents provided invaluable intelligence on Pakistani army movements and helped coordinate guerrilla attacks. RAW's role extended beyond intelligence gathering and covert support. The agency also played a crucial role in shaping international opinion in favor of Bangladesh. The success of RAW's operations during the Bangladesh Liberation War solidified its reputation as a formidable intelligence agency. Lanka's troubled shores, RAW's intervention in Sri Lanka. The ethnic conflict in Sri Lanka presented unique challenges for Indian policymakers. Fueled by historical grievances, the conflict threatened to destabilize the region. RAW's involvement in Sri Lanka was multifaceted and evolved over the course of the conflict. Initially, the agency focused on gathering intelligence on the liberation tigers of Tamil Eelam, LTTE. As the conflict escalated, RAW's role expanded to training and arming Tamil militant groups opposed to the LTTE. RAW's involvement in Sri Lanka was not without its controversies, as it contributed to the proliferation of armed groups and the escalation of violence. The shadow of terror. RAW in the fight against extremism. Since its inception, RAW has been at the forefront of India's fight against terrorism. The agency's mandate has expanded significantly in the 21st century, with a greater emphasis on counter-terrorism and cybersecurity. RAW plays a critical role in monitoring terrorist organizations, gathering intelligence, and disrupting their networks. The agency works closely with its counterparts in other countries to track down terrorists and prevent attacks. Despite the challenges, RAW has had notable successes in its counter-terrorism efforts. The agency has been credited with foiling numerous terrorist plots and neutralizing key terrorist leaders. Navigating the future. RAW in the 21st century. As India emerges as a global power, RAW finds itself at a critical juncture. Once primarily focused on regional threats, the agency is now tasked with safeguarding India's interests on a global scale. The 21st century presents RAW with a complex threat matrix, including both state and non-state actors. The rise of China as a global superpower poses a significant challenge for RAW. RAW is tasked with closely monitoring China's activities and providing timely intelligence. Cybersecurity has emerged as a critical domain, and RAW is rapidly developing its capabilities in this area. The agency is tasked with protecting India's critical infrastructure from cyber attacks and countering cyber espionage. An enduring legacy, honoring the unseen guardians. RAW stands as a testament to the dedication, courage, and unwavering patriotism of its agents. These individuals work in the shadows, their sacrifices often unknown even to the citizens they protect. It is imperative that we, as a nation, recognize and honor the contributions of RAW and its agents. While the nature of their work demands secrecy, we must never forget the debt of gratitude we owe to these silent guardians. As India navigates the complexities of the 21st century, RAW will continue to play a vital role in safeguarding the nation's security and advancing its interests on the global stage.